Hey guys, I wanted to do kind of like my introduction as far as my first video or whatever. So I am an active duty soldier in the Army. I am currently stationed at JBLM up in Washington. So I wanted to speak about that. I don't know, the toxicity in the transgender groups that I've seen, and it's ridiculous. Like, I remember, before even I decided to make this video, it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I had asked somebody, people in the group, hey, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. I'm like, what are some questions y'all have or whatever? And it's like nobody, commented on it, and it's like, and then people are just, they're ridiculous and just, make fun of each other and just talk crap and and not there for each other. Like, those transgender groups are not there for support at all. Like, they sit there and they're just toxic and I mean, when I see posts that I see in there that I can like contribute like actual information to, like, I do it. So I remember even just posting like pictures of me because I had top surgery like 2 months ago, and posting pictures like, hey, X amount of time, like, it's been X amount of time since I've had surgery, these are the results. And probably maybe like 3 people comment on it, and there's like thousands and thousands of people in that group. And it's just sad because people pick and choose who they talk to, and it's like, if they're any slightly like jealous of you in any sort of way because you pass better than they do, or because you have more muscle than they do, or you have more facial hair than they do, and whatever, it's like they just pick you apart, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not gonna support you. And not, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in those freaking transgender groups that that of course they don't pass, and I'm not gonna sit there and talk all the shit to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and talk bad about them to their face, because who knows what type of day they're going through, or and it sucks because, like, there's really no solid transgender groups or even videos that I've seen, because there's people out there like that make fun of other people and what they identify as. Like, who gives a shit what people identify as? Fucking identify as an alien. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? People are people regardless. I know I can be an asshole sometimes, but Jesus, I don't, I still respect people. I know when to be professional and when to not. Like, if you enter my bubble and you disrespect me, then of course that mean side of me is gonna come out. You know what I mean? And I tell my soldiers all the time. I'm like, I'll treat you like an adult. I'm like, we're all adults here, and until you start doing stupid shit, then respect is always earned, and like, I show you respect, and I respect it in return. So I could talk about that all day, because it's been pissing me off about the toxicity in the transgender groups. It's ridiculous. The only group that's professional in the slightest is the Sparta group that I'm in, because it's only for active duty military transgender members. So there's only like 900 and something people in it. So I've gotten a lot of information out of it. I've also, like, when I started my plan, I asked questions and where I needed to go, and then I did it all on my own. Like, I schedule my own blood draws. If I have questions, I'll ask my endocrinologist, but I've only been to him once since I've started, because I think this is I just hit 8 months yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I can't remember. But it's I just pretty much have been doing my own thing as far as like my whole transition stuff. I'm actually on the commander's program for school, so I haven't been to work since February. I just been focusing on school, trying to finish my bachelor's degree. I also wanted to, I'm in further videos, I'm going to touch on, being in a relationship, how relationships are hard for transgender people. I just lucked out, and I have found a very wonderful person, and she is amazing and supports me 100%, and pretty much lets me do whatever, as far as like, there's some times where you get down on yourself, like, oh, I don't have enough facial hair, or I don't have enough of this, and like she just gasses me up and makes me feel a lot better about myself. My mom not accepting it at first, and I literally gave her almost a whole year from the time that I told her, and she's like, well, I'm just gonna call you T. I'm like, okay, well, you accept me. That's a little step forward or whatever. So kind of have like my videos more organized as far as what I want to talk about. This video is pretty much just kind of introducing you to me and kind of debate like the kind of subject that I want to touch on. I will be 35 next week. I'm also going to talk about being older and being transgender, and kind of going through the whole teenage phase or whatever, being older and how it sucks. And I know being uncomfortable, like until I had top surgery, like I was super uncomfortable about my chest. Like it made me really, really uncomfortable, but it hurts to bind, and I didn't bind. So like I either hurt myself and bind and not breathe, or deal with that I have a chest, until I get top surgery. That's one thing that I think that, I lucked out on as being in the military, is that I have to have my things done within a specific time frame. So I had my top surgery when I hit 6 months. So, or a little bit before I hit 6 months on T. And, I haven't done my name change or my gender marker change. I haven't done all that yet, which I have time. I can do it within the first year. Like I said, I only hit 8 months this month. I'll be talking about that and just kind of get my videos out there and try to answer questions as much as I can. And like that's my whole goal, is to help others. Like I'm not here to, make money off stuff or whatever. I just want to help people, as far as like, because there's not a lot of transgender people out there that are really supportive. And there's either people that are just sitting there talking all the shit and whatever, and there's, obviously there's certain people out there that do that identify, like, because they're really young, and, of course they're going to act like that. Like, I personally am not. Like, I will not tell you my personal opinion. I'm going to be very professional when it comes to talking about transgender stuff. Of course I'm going to joke around, obviously, because my wife and I have fun all the time. So, I'll have her on here with me, just answering those type of questions. I know a lot of transgender people like have issues with finding significant others, or people accepting them, or like they transition like in the middle of their relationship, and they sit there, their significant others tell them that they're gonna be accepting, and then turn around and say, well, no. Because I had somebody that was, I think he had been on T maybe a couple of years, I can't remember, and he was prior service, and he was the one that helped me in my transition in the first place, to get in because he used to be stationed up here in Washington. So he got me in contact with somebody, and that's how I started my transition. But he I don't know, for some reason his wife didn't like him transitioning for whatever reason, and like he straight up like messaged me one day and was like, hey, I'm gonna start detransitioning because I don't want to lose my family and blah blah blah. I'm like, why would you want to lose yourself? Why would you want to be with somebody that doesn't accept you as you, for one? And why would you want to give all that up to not lose somebody? Like, obviously, if they're not there for you, you know what I'm saying? Then why are you with them in the first place? Doesn't matter if you're with them for 5 months or 5 years or 15 years. You know what I mean? If they're not going to accept you for you, then kick rocks. Even it may sound harsh or whatever, like that's just how it is, and I really lucked out, and like Lillian helped me pick out my name when I'm like, I want to be, help me pick my name out, and I shot her a bunch of names, and I ended up, picking the one that I have now. So, I'll talk about a lot of stuff, answer whatever questions people have. Like, even if I change one person's life, that's what matters to me. That's the whole reason why we want to start this channel, is to help people. And I want people to be able to watch us and be like, you make me feel better. and you answered a lot of my questions. Like, I've had people freaking message me about top surgery or what it's like being older, and it's like, there's, you know, one guy, he's been with his wife for I think 7 years, he said, and they have 3 kids and whatever, and you know, he's just asking me all these questions about top surgery and just kind of giving him like different, you know, hints of like what I went through and what the shitty stuff that I went through to help them so that it alleviates their pain or comfort. So I'll have another video about that. I'll have another, like, I'm planning a lot of videos. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I just wanted to start this one to be like, hey, this is me. You know, this is what I want to talk about. This is the reason why I want to do my video. Mainly because there's not a lot of people out there to help others. And either you can watch, you know, what is his name? Calvin Guerra? Like, all he does is talk shit. I thought it was funny at first, and then it just got annoying. I'm like, dang, I'm like, his age is really showing. And I'm like, and I want to be that person for the older transgender people, because you can't really identify with somebody that's freaking, what, 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, that's like, you know, has been transitioned longer than you have, and it's like, how can you relate to that person? They haven't lived life long enough, you know what I mean? So, I want to be that person for others, because like I said, I turn 35 next week, so, you know, it's even for the people that are like in their 40s or whatever. Like, it's really hard to identify with younger people, and you don't put up with a lot of shit. Like, that's one thing that you'll realize when you get older. You just stop putting up with people's shit, and you're like, hey, my friend circle is like non-existent. I probably can say I have maybe like one friend, and he's my soldier, but we don't hang out. Like, but I try to mentor him as much as I can. So, but yeah, god dang, this video's getting long. I was only gonna do it 15 minutes. Anyway, I work out a lot. That's another thing that I wanted to do as far as like transitioning too, because a lot of transgender guys have problems like, oh, I don't know where to start as far as like working out and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put that up. My workout plan that I do, like, I've had to research stuff, ask people, like, it's word of mouth and people just showing me of stuff that I've learned. You pretty much just have to learn how your body chemistry is and what works for you. So, and not everybody's body is the same. But yes, I think that's all I have. Pretty much I will be more organized. This is kind of just like a rant video. Like I said, just kind of introduce you to me, and what I want to talk about with this channel, and kind of like I'll incorporate my wife with it too. So, but yeah, like, I'll be asking people questions. I'll try to reach out and see what questions people want answered, or I'll just Google it and answer those questions, because people are assholes anyway, and I've already tried. But yes, if you just hit Alpha 33 into everything, or Google, or not our Google, god, I'm so retarded right now. Our Facebook page, Instagram, like all that, like, it's linked. So you just type in Alpha 33, and all of our stuff, all of our social media will pop up. We're really active on Instagram. We have a Facebook page too that we're kind of get started to. God, what others did we have? I think Instagram was the main one. We both have Snapchats, but I don't know if I want to give my personal Snapchat out, and I don't think my wife does either. So, but we'll see. But yes, just like and subscribe our page, and I will, you know, give you guys more videos to look forward to and answer questions on whatever you have. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.